Alright, so we are back for episode 4 of Cosmoteer. It's been about a week since I last played this, and thanks to Martin for coming up with some names for the ship. So we are going to call this one the Thunderbird, and well, we don't have to worry about the rest of this. And I guess we'll just keep Model S as Model S. So I kind of need to have a look here at what we were planning on doing. I want to turn, again, the volume down on my side just a bit. So let's just have a look at this ship. Okay, so one of the issues that we had was we're a little bit low on crew, and power is actually, we're completely over-spec'd on that. We can still use some more command points. Something that somebody also mentioned is that you can easily just produce ammo on board, and apparently that is more efficient, so that is maybe something that we can look into at some point. But we probably need to get a little bit more reputation so that we can get some more crew onto this ship, and that means taking on slightly harder missions. So let's have a look. Okay, what do we currently have? Do we go into, this is not build a new ship, career log. I think it's probably in the career log, where we'll be able to see. So this one's capped at 140 if we rescue this station. And we have to eliminate 2 pirates. We have 2 ships, we should be able to handle that. These ones, that's also limited at 140. These are limited at 90, so there's there's no point in taking these on. And the pirate hunter, there's one more pirate that's roving, so we should get that pirate at some point. And then we need to rescue this. So if we favorite this, it'll move it to the top. Okay, perfect. Let's see if we can find that on the map. It's over here. I don't know, like, we'll have to see if we're currently in a position where we can realistically do that. Are these flying in formation right now? Seems like it. Let's go for the line formation again. I think I like that slightly better in this case. We do actually want them to attack Model S and not Thunderbird, because Thunderbird doesn't have shields, but in the grand scheme of things, I'm not sure how much it actually matters. Let's speed things up a bit here as we're approaching that base. I hope we can find that final roaming pirate as well. Is this a... I think we're entering a fugitive area here, and we may as well take care of this while we're here. No reason not to. So let's have a look if we actually need to direct fire here, or if we can just let them do their thing. Depends on how tough this ship is. Nah, I think they should be okay. Let's see how they do on their own. Okay, that's a missile hit. Oh, that ship's got a lot of missiles. It's managing to evade fire of model... Oh, okay, that's done then. Let's have a quick look. We need to do some repairs here. Yeah, we do. This one needs quite a bit of repair. And this one as well. That was not the ideal attacking strategy. We'll let them salvage all of this. Speed up time a little bit. I think we'll need a better strategy when we take on this next base. And I'm gonna need to decide whether we're gonna let both ships attack one pirate first and then take out the other one, or if we'll let them each take one. The risk that I have, if they both take one, is that one of my ships could get flanked, which we probably don't want. But I am concerned about Thunderbird's ability to take on a pirate ship by itself. I know Model S can easily do that, but I'm not so sure about Thunderbird. It's okay, so the sensors are detecting pirates. They do seem to be close enough that I'm not really going to have the option of sort of isolating them. And it may be better for each ship to take one here. So we'll send Model S to take that one. I'm going to try to do it this way. We'll see if it works. Okay, so this ship's busy attacking the station. And we'll let them focus their fire probably on the reactor. It's going to be the easiest here. Okay, and Thunderbird will focus fire, same thing. I don't know. Should I go for the cockpit? Let's just go for the reactor. I don't know how it's going to turn potentially as we're getting into this battle. Okay, it is busy turning towards him. Yeah, that was probably the best option, all things considered. Okay, this ship is actually trying to flank my other ship, which is not so good. But it might, yeah, it's changing its mind, it seems. Okay, that ship's done. So he can now focus his attention on this ship. He'll also target that. Now victory is pretty much assured. Okay. Just move over there, or just move away from the station at least. There's got to be a better way to do this. Anyway, we'll let them do some repairs in the meantime. Same thing here. Is there no way for this to just reverse? Like, seriously, there must be a better way of doing this. Oh, this is what I said I wanted to do last time. This thing needs more thrusters to... like the maneuvering thrusters, it definitely needs more of those. Because it is not good at maneuvering. But we'll let them salvage a bit. Oh, there's a huge amount of salvage around here. I was playing at half speed as well, that's probably why it seemed to take quite a while for it to get away from that station. So this should give us some reputation bonus, and maybe we can already get some additional crew onto Thunderbird. There's a lot of stuff around here. Okay. So let's start with Thunderbird, and we'll hail. And we'll sell anything that, well, let's just get this payment. And let's see if we can get some additional crew. So we can get an additional 5, which we need. So we'll hire all of them. And how much do we have here? We'll sell some of this. The ammo we need to keep. Steel, let's sell it. Coils. All the hyper coils, we want to sell some of these. Wow, that's really valuable. We're getting like 18k just out of that. Processors, uranium, we'll hang on to that for now. Yep, we'll start with that trade, and then for the other one as well. What have they got? Get rid of the steel. So as I explained last time as well, I don't like hanging on to a ton of steel because it isn't that expensive. So if I ever need more, I can just buy it. Some of the other materials, sometimes you want to hang on to a bit of it. So we'll do this. And while they're doing that, they can also salvage some more. Just a reminder that this is meant to be an Ironman playthrough, so if we die, that's it. Okay, get the rest of it as well. This was a pretty good run money-wise. We should probably be looking at what missions we can be getting from this station as well. But I do need to make sure that I sort out this ship and make it a little bit more maneuverable. Alright. So... Actually, if I'm going to do that, let me do that right now before I start selling stuff. Where can we add more thrusters? I'll go into blueprint mode. Can we do more three-way? Like, that should be kind of perfect, I think. If I put it here, I can always have the option of putting another corridor down there if I need to. I don't know if just having these would be enough. But I don't have a lot of other options in terms of where I can put it. Actually, there is one other way I could do this. But I'm not sure if I want to. Like, I can move this out and then have another set of thrusters next to that, but maybe these will do. Or alternatively, let me try this. If I move this over here, this one over here. How important are these sideways thrusters, I wonder? Actually no, let's keep it as it was. And see how this works. So this is like a small tweak. Let's just see how maneuverable it is now. Wait, what's going on? There we go. Well, it's turning fine. But I wonder if if it needs some more reverse thrusters. Maybe. Okay, but part of the problem is that it's not powered, and that probably comes down to crew. We also have an ammo problem there. And I wonder if that's... Did we just run out? I guess so. Alright. So we've already taken on the maximum amount of crew that we can. We do need some more ammo, and we'll just buy like a bit. Hopefully that'll be enough for now. Yeah, can't get any more crew for now. Let's see if we can get any other missions that'll help us. Okay, so this will help, but we don't want to do this mission because it's quite dangerous and we'll have to annoy other factions, which I don't want to do right now. Same thing here. These are all bounties that... Oh, okay, these bounties do actually have a limit of 140. So we can take these. All of them. Except for the one that's at level 2. Which we can also take. It's just not going to help our reputation. But let's take all of these. And then we'll... Oh, we've already done this one, so that'll help out a bit. And so will this. Then we should be hiring 2 more at least. There we go. Again, we have a lot of steel, which we don't need. Sell more of the hypercoils, and yeah, I think this is all right. Sorry, this is quite a bit of management that we're doing at the moment. We haven't left the station for a while. And did they take on more steel as well? Yes, they did. Should I even hang on to these coils? Yeah, maybe. We may need it for repairs or something. Maybe we don't need quite as much enriched uranium. We'll cap it at about 10. There we go. So money is not really a problem right now. It's more reputation and making sure we have the right amount of crew on each of these ships. So this is suggested at 27, so even this one's a little bit below what it should be. And... oh, this is actually suggested at 18, so we should be fine then. I don't know why Oh, this is why. They can't actually reach that engine, so they can't use it. So it's not any more maneuverable than it was before. How do I fix that? Okay. If I move this up here, because I do want to keep about a similar amount of armor. Let's just go into blueprint mode here. So I want a similar amount of armor, but I want them to be able to still access that. So... because I don't want them to be able to take this out too easily. And this goes against the philosophy that I had before, where I guess wait, let's just have a look. Why can't it be there? Oh no, it can be there. Put that over there. And then we should just have a corridor that leads in there. To the door. So they'll walk through the storage area. This also puts it relatively close to that. This should work. I wonder if there was a better way of doing this. I don't think so. So I mean, these are obviously exposed to fire, but it's not, or to enemy like weapons, but it's not the end of the world if it gets taken out. I'm not too worried about it. Are these the fire extinguishers? I think so. Let's see how it's doing now. Okay, so the problem wasn't crew. Like, we actually have sufficient crew on board now. Which means I also don't need to worry too much about the reputation. We can sort of decide what the next thing is. Yeah, this is very maneuverable. This is great. I think the ship is sort of as it should be now. Let's see what's next. Like, we'll take on this fugitive bounty. What is this one? Renegade pack. There's going to be some overlap here. This could be a bit dangerous. The fugitive bounties right now is quite easy with 2 ships. I mean, I imagine most of them should be absolutely fine just with our original ship as well. By the way, I'm not sure how long this series is going to end up being. We'll see. We'll see if we can keep finding interesting things to do. I might continue it post episode 5. We're on episode 4 right now, but it depends. Okay, there we go, and we'll just ask them to engage. I should really be sending in Model S first, because it has a shield. Okay, let's just get both of them to target. Oh right, you've got to select them separately. Okay, so it's sort of blocking the fire, that's a good thing. These are slightly tougher fugitives, but they're still not particularly tough. Repairs are nothing serious. As I'm looking at this, you know, shields are great because it means that you don't have to sacrifice materials to repairs, but you're sacrificing so little that I'm not sure it matters all that much anyway. Oh, are they only mining from this ship? I actually want this ship to do some mining as well. Or salvaging, rather. Alright, there we go. I think we can continue on. Let's see what else we can do. Maybe we'll clear this asteroid field as well. Oh, we've already hit 140 fame. Which should mean that we can get Model S up to the crew number that's recommended for that as well. I'm not seeing the pirates in here. Game does quite a bit of autosaving. I'm not sure if that could be because it's quite easy to die. And, you know, for our purposes that doesn't really matter, but I always wonder when that happens if it could be because of just instability on the game as well. Not that I've experienced anything like that. I've probably mentioned it a couple of times now, but this game's in really good shape. I would say for an early access game, but it's just in really good shape overall. Like I said, this asteroid field doesn't actually have any pirates in it, from what I can see. Our sensors should have definitely picked them up by now. Let's go over to this one. Are we still in the initial system? I think so. So the next step should probably be moving to the next system. So we'll take this out and then we'll get these fitted with hyperdrives. Let's just move up a little bit closer. There we go. We'll take this guy out. Where's Model S? Flying in front, that's what we want. And we want to target, in this case, well, again, we'll go for the small reactor core. I love having this ship out front so that it can take some of the hits with its shields. Just saves the trouble of having to repair. Okay, now they're sort of tag teaming the salvaging work. So let's head back and make sure that these can actually travel to other systems. I'll just go over here. Are there more stations that need to be discovered? I don't think so. I think it's about 3 per system. I mean, I don't know if that's just for the initial systems or if it's always the case, but it seems to be the case. Okay, so let's... what's happening here? Is this a... Oh, this is part of the clear asteroid field. I don't know if we should engage right now. I just don't want this contact to come out here. Well, they're stationary, so it should be fine. So let's have a look. What do we need here? Before I offload anything, as always, we always do the construction first, because that way we save on some material costs. I forgot how tightly packed everything is on this ship. Doesn't leave a ton of space for doing other things. Here's the small hyperdrive, which is probably what we need, and we can probably just slot that in here. It keeps this to a very compact design for now at least. And it's got doors in all the places that it'll probably need them. Although it might make slightly more sense for this one particular door to be down here. Don't know if it really matters, but anyway. So this one's done. The efficiency is at 47%, which is not great. I think we improve it by having more. Or I'm not sure if that's about the proximity. Why does it not have any Hyperium access? That seems strange. Did we use up everything that needed to be used, or... Because I thought we had more than enough. Maybe it was on the other ship. Let's have a look. Oh, we've got 14. I think that should be more than enough. Anyway, we'll get back to that. This one, same thing. I guess this one we can build towards the end. Like over here. It would be interesting to see if that gives us a higher efficiency. Yeah, so it's at 90%. And I'm not sure exactly what this is based on again. The tutorial, okay, now it's back down to 47%. The tutorial does explain that, but I can't remember exactly how it works. I think if you have them sort of spread out across the ship, it's something like that. It improves the efficiency, so if you have more, that should be more efficient. I can quickly test that. We put one over here. It says no Hyperium access. But Hyperium's just a normal resource. It could be anywhere on the ship, right? I guess you can designate it. Anyway, so this ship we can get a few more crew for as well. Oh no, we've maxed out. Okay, fair enough. get these payments, and we sell anything that we don't need. Not the Hyperium, obviously. We'll get rid of the steel, get rid of some of the coils. Let's get it down to like about 30. These are still fine. Okay, can initiate that trade. And same thing for Thunderbird. And then we'll try to head off to another system. Oh wait, is this requesting data about solar activity? Let's travel to this system, 4 to 6. I mean, if we can quite easily handle 3, we should be able to handle 4 to 6. So let's do it. And of course, do some sales here. So ammo is still fine. Get rid of the steel, get rid of some of the coils. And some enriched uranium as well. That's okay, a little bit of extra money. Let me have a look at the map. Where's the big map? So it's this system they want us to go to. Yeah, we are still in the first system, but it is time for us to move on to the next one. We can, I mean, I guess we could stick around a bit more, but we've maxed out on reputation and we have money, so we may as well. Let's just let them finish offloading, and then we'll plot this course. Okay, there we go. Traveling to the news system. There we go. So that's done. And then I guess I've just got to make my way over to that gate. And hopefully we don't encounter anything on the way. Although, from what I've seen, we're probably pretty likely to encounter something once we get there. Okay, we are encountering a lot of stuff on the way. Is this... This should be a pirate base. We may want to avoid this for now, since we've sort of decided to take this mission. So let's see if we can divert, or if they're going to chase us. I don't think so, because our sensor range is probably a little bit longer. We can detect them well before they detect us. That may change as we're getting to this system, I'm not sure, but for now at least we have that advantage. Oh, there's also a lot of resources over there. But I haven't really started mining yet, so it's not all that relevant to us right now. Let's have a look. This is the relay. Because it's spinning up the hyperdrives. Okay, so it's using 3 each. Even with the low efficiency, I think it's fine. We'll engage. There we go. Anything we can see here? I guess we'll go straight to this station. And we can get the payment from any station. I think one of the ships is causing issues here. We don't want them to be traveling solo. They should be getting back into formation. There we go. Yeah, we do have a contact coming in. I don't know if I want to bother fighting it right now. Yeah, I think we're okay to outrun it. So at least now we have a pretty maneuverable ship on both sides. We'll see as we get into these missions if this will sort of do, if it's good enough for the system. Oh, this is a nice planet. So we haven't actually had any combats on the way over here, so we can just hail them and get our payment and then see what jobs they have. So this has the limit at 210, so we can get some more reputation here. So we're just going to accept pretty much Well, the Pirate Hunter one, we always want to do that. This is danger level 4 to 6. But I mean, we are gonna encounter pirates as we're going around. We'll just accept all of these. Except for now, for the 5 and 6. We'll just leave these for a bit. And then of course we'll take the exploration one as well. Yeah, I think that should be everything. Let's try this Fugitive Bounty just so that we can get a sense of how tough these are. And then maybe if that works out, well, we can continue taking some of these missions. We can get our fame up from 140 to 210. By the way, I keep saying reputation, but I do mean fame when I say that. I just forget what it's called in this game. Okay, the shield ship is out in front, which is what we want. And let's just see, how tough does this ship look? Doesn't look too bad. There's quite a bit of armor over here before we get to this, which is a better design than what we've seen on some of the other ships. Okay, this one, same thing. We need you to blast through to that because we want to take care of this thing. So it definitely did hit a few blows, quite a bit of damage around here. So taking these on is definitely tougher than what we're used to. Oh yeah, took out both engines in this case. We'll mine this. I always forget to select both. Although I have said quite a few times already that what I'm doing here kind of defeats the purpose of having two ships. I either need to just let one do the salvaging, or I need to change the orders in the ship so that you don't end up in a situation like this where everything is left unmanned and unpowered. As soon as they finish here, you'll see the shields go back up. Let's do one more Fugitive Bounty. We'll go out to Renegade Pack Bounty. So that's 2 targets, but are they going to be as tough? Let's do this because it's right by this gate, in case we ever want to go back there. Not sure if we would, but it's good to have the option. Oh, there we go. So again, we're gonna have to make a decision here as to how we approach these two. They're very close together, and we'll have to look at what formation they're flying in. Okay, they are separating. So let's have a look. Neither of these look particularly tough. So we'll have Model S engage this one, which it already is. And specifically, actually go for the cockpits in this case. That's a terrible design, having it right up front. I mean, there's a bit of armor there, but this is a similar case. Let's see how they go. I think that one's already done. Yeah, that was easy. Yeah, this is nearly done in terms of how much space it's got left. Do a little bit of repair work here, and let them mine, or salvage rather. Okay, all good on that front. Well, the other ship ran out of space. That's not what I wanted to do. So we may want to use this one to get the rest. Oh, okay, this one also doesn't have a whole lot left. Whatever is left now, we'll just leave it. It's okay. It's not enough that we'd really want to come back here. And there's still a lot of other stuff that we can go and get. This is not one of those games where you have to try and min-max everything. You can sort of... Okay, this is one of the pirates. So we'll just quickly take care of this pirate as well. We're not going to be able to get any salvage from it, but at least it puts us one step closer towards... Well, we'll get the money for it. And of course... we'll get additional fame. Okay, that's done. Let's just check again. We can take some of that. I should have probably parked a little bit closer. And I think what's happening is they're breaking that down, but they can't actually bring a lot of the resources back. But it's okay. Now we can actually go back to the station. I keep forgetting, but I just want to check again what the crew requirement is here. So they're suggesting 3 more, which is probably what we'll do, because I think we can now. Yeah, we can hire 5 more, but we'll stick to the amount that's requested by this ship. Because I sort of want to balance things out if I do upgrade either one of the 2 ships. And then in terms of all of this, well, we can sell some of this. I feel like we've got too much ammo now. Let's sell off some. Sell off all of the steel, a bunch of the coils as well. We don't need so much enriched uranium right now. You do use it in some important construction, but not sufficiently that we need to stock up that much. We can always get more. And yeah, you can sort of see with this ship that the ammo's already exceeded what we had for it in the ammo storage spaces. Oh, we need to get our payments for this as well. In fact, oh, we can even hire more crew now. Wait a second, but one of these 2 ships doesn't actually need any ammo at all. And I feel like it's the other one. So I need to sell all the ammo on board there as well. Get rid of the steel. Again, don't need so much enriched uranium. So again, you can see, I've mentioned this before, but we're getting for all that steel about just over 2k. Then we get 4k for the uranium, which is just 4 pieces. It's a lot more valuable. This one, let's get rid of any ammunition on board, it doesn't need it. Yeah, so I think for the next one, we need to look at what other upgrades we can do on the ships, but to be honest, for now, we're probably fine to push the fame up to 210. But we'll need to figure out after that if we do want to leave this system as well and take on more difficult systems. There will need to be some upgrades on the ship. But we'll end this one here. As always, if you have any comments or suggestions, please let me know in the comments below. And if you like this kind of content, please do like and subscribe. I'll see you for the next video.